Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn about earthquake. So, what are the earthquakes? Earthquake are sudden shaking, rolling or sudden shock of the earth's surface. They are the earth natural means of releasing stress and they can be felt over a large area although they usually last less than 1 minute. Earthquake cannot be predicted although scientists are working on it very deeply. You can see this is the main diagram of the earthquake. Here this is the hypocenter which is inside the core, and the point where the earthquake reached the land, it is known as earthquake epicenter. And the seismic waves are produced when the two tectonic plates are rubbed against each other. So let's see about the structure of the earth. First, the outermost solid cell of the earth. This outermost solid cell of the earth is known as crust, and it is the non-uniform in thickness and thinner at the ocean floor. It is composed of variety of rocks. And next layer comes mantle. It is located just below the earth crust here, below the earth crust, and it consists of semi-solid rocks, magnesium, calcium, and based on scientific study, we can divide it into various layers. Next layers come, that is the innermost layer is known as the core, which also can be divided into two layers, outer core and inner core. Here, the inner core contains solid iron and nickel in compressed form, and outer core contains iron and nickel in molten form. And the earth crust and upper layer of mantle layer. The earth crust and upper layer of mantle is known as lithosphere. It is not made up of one piece. It is divided into many fragments or pieces. So let's discuss about how do earthquake occurs. There are various regions by which an earthquake occurs. First, the collision of mature and earth, volcanic eruptions, movement of tectonic plates, underground nuclear explosion. So let's discuss how do earthquake occur by the movement of tectonic plates. Here, when the tectonic plates get struck and cannot easily slide against each other, they still keep pushing, thus creating pressure, causing the crust to shake violently, creating earthquake. You see, when these two tectonic plates, they are the tectonic these two. When the pressure is coming from both these tectonic plates, they are making tremendous pressure against them. So when this pressure becomes high, they shake violently, and as a result, they cause the earthquake. So let's discuss how can we measure intensity of earthquake. The instrument used to record seismic waves is called seismograph. You know what are the seismic waves? I also told you earlier. They are the waves which are produced when the two tectonic plates are rubbed against each other. They are the seismic waves. So to measure them, an instrument called seismograph is made. It consists of a pendulum bob or a vibrating rod suspended with a string. A pen is attached to this bob upside down. A roll of graph paper is placed on a rotating drum that is fixed to the base of the seismograph. The instrument is fixed to the ground, and when the earth shakes, the base also shakes. And the tip of the pen records this statement on the graph paper, and the record of the seismograph on the graph paper is known as seismogram. You know, the instrument to measure to record seismic waves is known as seismograph, and the record of the seismograph on the graph paper is called seismogram. This is next. The power of an earthquake is expressed in terms of a magnitude on on a scale called Richter scale. You know, the power of an earthquake, which is expressed in terms of magnitude, is measured with the help of Richter scale. So I hope you understand how can we measure earthquake. Let's talk about what are the destructions caused by an earthquake. Earthquake can cause great damage to man-made structures like building, road, railways, and airports and marine. And they cause a great damage to the life and the property. Damage to infrastructure, chances of flood. You know when the earthquake comes in seas or oceans, the tsunami comes, that causes a chance of flood, and it can also be due to the crack in dams. Chances of fire, short circuit, communications such as telephone wires are damaged, water pipes, sewers are disrupted, economic activities like agriculture, industry, trade, and severally many things are affected by the earthquake. You know, there you see this image, how this image is looking before. This is a image of a city, and after the destruction caused by an earthquake, it's a very destructive. So scientists, I've also told you earlier, scientists are working how can we detect earthquake, how can we detect when earthquake will come and where it will come. Let's discuss about protection against earthquake. Use of mud or timber is better than a heavy construction material if you are living in a earthquake prone areas, so that the if the roof will fall, then it will not cause hard damage to you. Cupboards and shelves are fixed to the walls, and you should have a firefighting equipment in working order. If they are useless, no help can be taken by those, so we should keep them in working order. Take shelter under a table. You know, when if the roof or anything will fall on you, you must be protected by the table. Stay away from tall and heavy objects, buildings, trees, and overhead power lines. You must be when the earthquake will come, the land will shake, then the high poles, buildings, and trees might fall on you. So you should be away from these objects. And while on a bed, protect your head with a pillow. You can see they are hiding under the table, and this boy, if he is lying under the bed, they not safe. You must protect your head with a pillow and stay away from light poles, trees, and many other high things. High many which have the more height. So I hope you understand how can you protect ourselves against the earthquake. I hope. Thank you. Don't forget to like, subscribe to Understanding Math and Science, and share the video as much as can you.